It's very fast, convenient, and easy to access everywhere. What are you waiting for? Just tap, and send. Download Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Ebushama fan cabo we ntwemu sisi say eye bibia fa immigration with green card US citizenship person file mo bibia fa immigration mu bia mentwa wani hwe ba bia bomodi ha so be frɛ lawyer Ekuaboaji udisi obetwa ama wusu inda adane o serie frɛ no ana WhatsApp ana text no e wo number we aso 802-780-0564 802-780-0564 and also between www.akpokulaw.com AK Law Firm a lawyer Ekuaboaji dano no omaye krado some be some Ghana mine bebia wo bia wa America any we asia fa na lawyer Ekua say fa wo ha ne bra na obeti ne te.
Connecting Ghanaians everywhere. Sankofa Radio. Sankofa Radio. Sankofa Radio.
If America, Ecosi Europe, any Asia, any Australia, a share sunina. Sankofa Radio.
I don't look like what I have been through. You've turned my pit into a well. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum. I've been through a lot, but grace sustained me. My test is now a testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum. It was you, my lawyer in that courtroom. It was you, my soldier on that battlefield. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum. Hey, Adumo, Yami. Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum. Hey, Adumo, Yami.
Exactly 6 minutes past 8 p.m. right here on Sankofa Radio.
It's centered on your grace.
Many thanks for doing the listening. It's a beautiful Friday evening. Memo Bia Ajo. Memo Wachi, depending on Bibia Uti Free.
It is you and just your grace.
Memo Akwaba Sonko Kwansokra, Eba Sankofa Radio. Uncle Pon Eddie, now what you need now, Sache? Better was it. And they are called away till 10 p.m. Nama sorry, so I'm a doctor, Samuel say, and then a pamphlet so at the Implement Commodore. Your friend Nana Dako to me so friend me DJ Ras. Last week net was saying last week na Kofi Kinata Ebesra station here. It was wonderful. Me nimsa wa utie we niji ye pa. And then enche ye be kwa homa no so dwumadie bi e ba so. Ewo eye Woodbridge ye feature here ya. Your friend no every chain must be broken. Women's Conference. September 16th to 17, 2022. When he beje na ya to safro bibia enche mene dia dwumadi ani sine na so no ebetwetwe nkomo. So do we feed ya to meda wase koso atie mami fanchi asronko kwan so enkoma Safari African Restaurant. Safari African Restaurant. Ewe Dumfries. And no more that room and Tiama, I say, Vim and Cosu ye pa. It's centered on your grave. Omediani a kama. But I must say, Sam would be feed at all. You call Alexandria Makola International Market. Makola International Market. Ebi Dija, Ebisu ATA Sankofa. Thank you so much. Alexandria House and Yamiye Restaurant. Ashtown African Market or Bronx, New York. GNF Groceries and also Evington, New Jersey. And a Grace Restaurant in Chicago. It is you and just your grace. You have shaped Woodbridge International Market. Mr. Kwesi Bekwe, thank you so much. DJ Ra said there be a meteor. And so intimidating. Woodbridge International Market. Sesia mami hu baby awutie dwumade refe you can obetumi the air WhatsApp message afa 571-343-8320 571-343-8320. Let me know where you're checking in from.
Sankofa Radio.
Could not have sailed through without you. By your loving kindness and grace and mercies brought me through so years and from my faith and so centered on your grace. The essence of my praise centered on your praise. You have been my doctor on that sick. By your stripes, I am healed, I am free. So the essence of
Let me shout out to Kelvin and all the guys doing the listen at the Osei Tree Senior High, tuning in all the way from Ghana. Also, big up a happy birthday to Asanaya. You are turning 9 years old. Out here in Woodbridge, Virginia. Asanaya. What a lovely name. Also, big shout out to Pillar Daddy. Also listening live from Alexandria. Hello, Gifty, checking in from Woodbridge, Virginia.
Your loving kindness, grace, and mercy brought me through. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Could not have made it without you. Could not have sailed through without you. By your loving kindness and grace and mercies brought me through so the essence of my faith and so centered on your grace.
Sankofa Radio.
I never knew you favored me this way.
Sing it.
You turned my life around. I've been alone. I never
Hey.
for bringing me this far. Turn my life around.
Sankofa Radio.
I never knew you favored me this
Let's
way.
go.
You
Sankofa
turned my life
Radio.
around. I never remembered you bringing me this far. You turned my life around. I bet I won't. Thank you, Jesus. Never knew you favor me. Lord, you turned my life around. I bet I won't. Never imagine bringing me this far. My life around. Turn my life around.
What an awesome lady by all standards. She goes by the name Celestine Donko. 14 minutes past 8 p.m. right here on Sankofa Radio. This is Ayeeko, a special program designed for you. I hope you listen to the words in the song. Let me say a big good evening to Cynthia, also listening live from Lake Ridge. As I said, it's all about every chain must be broken. 16th and 17th of September.
Sankofa Radio.
Okay, without wasting too much time, let me go on the line and let me talk to this wonderful and great lady. She's doing so much in the community. Sometimes I wonder how she does it. Just an awesome lady. So let me go straight on the line and talk to Reverend Dr. Kama Turanka. I hope I have the name right. Can you hear me? Okay. I think her line is frozen, but I'll be right back, and we will be talking to Reverend Dr. Kama Turanka. Can you hear me, Doc?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
I'm having some connections issues, but that's okay. We'll push through.
Hey, thanks to God.
Yeah.
As I was saying in my intro, how do you do it? Like I see you at many events. I see you, working hard for the community, and on top of it, when I heard that you were being ordained as a minister, I'm like, wow. How are you doing it? Like, how do you do it? I want to know your secret.
You want to know the secret?
Yes.
Well, I just want to thank God. I want to thank all of you for coming on the show. This is an awesome show. I catch it sometimes as well. But I think, when people ask me, how do you do it? As a wife, you run in the law office, you have all these people that is looking at you for help, as well as a mother of 4 children, and doing so much in the community, especially when it comes to women in domestic violence and domestic abuse. The thing is, when God calls you for something and you identify what your assignment is in life, whether it is being a good mother or being a good boss or being whatever it is, if you identify that thing and look at it as if you have been called to be in that role, then when you avail yourself and you say, God, listen, that's what you want me to do. You want me to be a good wife. You want me to be a good boss. He will give you the strength and the power to be able to fulfill that role at maximum. Because I don't try to just give 20% here, 20% equal 100. I want to give 100% in every role that I function in. Whether it's a mom or being a wife, I give 100%. Because I don't believe in assuming role or asking God, oh, God, bless me with this, bless me with my own business. And then when he give it to you, you start slacking. You got to be on your A game. So I just thank God for the grace. I know a lot of people say, it is the grace of God. It's the grace of God. But truly, you got to honor the grace when God has placed it over you to be able to get through your days.
We're talking to Reverend Dr. Kama Turanka. She's coming up. She's put together a very wonderful event. I'll let her talk to us a little bit about it. First, I just want to know what brought that idea to put together a program or a conference focused mainly on women, but open to everybody. Like, what is the idea behind it?
Well, here's the thing. About 2019, when I got ordained, the Lord said, kind of sit for 6 months, because I wanted to know what the assignment is going to be. And then about a year and a half, I want to say 2 years ago, the Spirit began to do a conference for women. It's for women, but we are inviting everyone, men, women, children, everybody, because we need to know about us. Why? Because as I talk to women over the period of time, I realize that we are integrated into society, into our churches, into our homes, but we are suffering in silence with a lot of issues. The church has completely failed us in terms of the issues that really, truly depress us, or perhaps have you make you not able to rise to your potential. For example, you're in relationships, or maybe you have an issue with your children or a job, and you go to the churches, they're always placing the burden on women to bear things. You got to bear it for the children, bear it for this, bear it for the community. So you find a lot of women walking around scarred. And in essence, that's why you have this terminology in the Black community, maybe not the African, angry Black woman. It's not that we're angry or we're nagging. It's because it's so much on us that we don't have a place to release it. So here it is. And as I talk to different women, and I know we're carrying a lot, it's not demonic spirits. It's not this. It's what it is. It's these oppressive spirits that had attack our self-esteem and everything. So when the Lord said, do a women program, I said, Lord, I don't want to do an empowerment program. Like, women's empowerment, but, always women empowerment. But y'all know sometimes we can be a big catty. Women empowerment, but we'll fight another sister. We'll talk about each other. We will call each other out when somebody's going through problems, or maybe a sister going through a problem with a husband. We want, a girl, leave him, this and that. So that's not the solution. The solution is, if I'm going to empower you, I need to empower a strong person. So first and foremost, let's get to the minds, because our mindset is where the devil attacks in the first place. So this conference, 2 years, the Lord said, do the conference. I've been toiling with it, and what to do, how to do it, what it is, and I'm supposed to do it. And I've not been, I must say, I haven't been that obedient. So this year, the Lord said, look, we got to get the conference done. You've been too quiet. And I said, well, I didn't want to do any conference that was just, you come and bring speakers and people talk to you and then you go home. What is it that I'm going to do that will make an impact, a true impact? And that's how the conference came about in terms of the thought. And then we started to go through what kind of names should we call this conference? Every chain must be broken. Now, every chain must be broken. We are all binded by chains. Either you got low self-esteem, you're dealing with depressions, chains of poverty, chains of laziness. There's just things that oppresses you as a woman, your health, everything, legal issues. So what we want to do is begin to expose those chains and begin to break that. And oftentimes when you break something, you got to go to wall. So we don't want to just, talk about it. We want to bring resources to the community, people to the community that are expert in certain areas, and say, look, These are people who've been working in this field. These are people who've been working with women who have been dealing with health issues, dealing with mental health issues, dealing with financial issues. In order to break it, you got to educate to break. You don't know what you're breaking unless you know about it. So exactly. that's how the theme came about, and that's why we're moving.
Okay. So we are talking to Reverend Dr. Karma Turanka. Like I said, she does a lot in our community. We'll get her back on the line.
Yeah,
okay.
we're back on.
Drop. But she's putting together a women's conference. I would say a conference. Every chain must be broken. So, Dr. Turanka, can you walk us through the 2 days? Over the 2 days, what are some of the activities that people that are coming should look forward to?
Absolutely. First and foremost, the proceeds, and we said register. Now, let me preempt it by saying, if you don't have the registration fee, which is $30, and online registration is $20, $25, please come and show up. Please come, especially if you're going to come in person. We're not going to turn you away. The reason we attach a registration fee is are two or threefold. One, every proceeds from this will be put toward creating a resource center in my home country, Liberia. I went to Liberia after 36 years this year. My first time. I left that country, and I had not been there 36 years. I left when I was 12.
Wow.
48. But when I got there and began to speak to the women and children, I realized that the level of abuse that in women in that country have sustained or are going through. The Lord said, I want you to build a resource center free of charge that would be able to cater to women who have fled and don't have nowhere to go. And in order to do that, you're going to have to look for resources. So off the bat, any proceeds raised from this will go straight toward that. The second thing is the conference is 2 days span. The first day is Friday, and it's going to be at Freedom High School on Neabsco Common Place in Woodbridge, Virginia, Freedom High School. When you show up, come around 5 o'clock to begin registration. Now, when you get there, it's going to be like a meet and greet. We have all these women from great backgrounds. We want people to be able to talk to each other, interact with each other. You know, there'll be little refreshments. You're, drinking coffee or tea or whatever and socializing. And then we're going to go into the auditorium around 6:30, where we are going to have two speakers. Dr. Moorhair from Atlanta, Georgia. Jackie Moorhair is a member of Rock Hill, which the senior pastor there is Sonny Baidu. Sonny Baidu is a great friend of mine. He is releasing one of his members who is connected very royally to everyone around the world, especially in our government. Les Brown, she knows someone who knows Kamala Harris. So she's coming because she has done a plethora of women conferences. She has built several organization around women, the strength of women, empowering them. So she's going to come and give us a speech. And then Prophetess Rebecca Wright from the UK will be bringing the word. She is heavily loaded, a prophetic woman. We want her to bring the word and then open up for us to be able to get the healing and prayer and whatnot. So that's what takes place on Friday. So it's like 3 hours on Friday. Saturday morning is where you're going to get the buffet. Now, Saturday morning, you show up at around 9 to begin registration. We will give you a registration packet. It's very professional. We have a place where you take pictures. I have also hired a massage therapist. There are 2 of them will be on site because it's going to be a long day. It's free massage. They're going to bring their tables. So ladies and gentlemen, if you've gone here and there, your hands are tired or your neck is tired, you can go get free massages. It's going to be dope. It's going to be really dope. So you once you register, we have 6 rooms, and those rooms are where the individual expert speakers are going to be. So it's going to be smaller rooms, like breakout sessions. We have Dr. Bobby Guay, who is my brother. He's going to be talking about parenting in this modern world. Y'all know that we're losing the battle. We haven't lost it, but we're losing the battle to social media with our children. I mean, our children spent a considerable amount of time on social media. And not only that, the world has just saturated them. We got police brutality on Black men. There's a lot of stuff parents are going through. You got to leave your kids. You got to go work. My brother is an expert counselor. He has been counseling family and mentoring them for 25 years. So he has helped so many families. Right now, he is one of the biggest. He has been elevated to a dean in one of the colleges and universities in Gwinnett County in Atlanta, in Georgia. He's going to come and be sharing some practical view. He and his wife will have a room. So people are going to come and listen and then rotate. We have a war room. The war room is Evangelist Asata. She has battled some demonic fights that you will not. When you hear this woman's story, you're going to think, oh God, my life is a walk in the park. So they have a war room. We have Pastor Evelyn Vanderpoy, who is going to be talking about health, self-care. And then Georgette Roberts, mental health. Jackie Moorhair will be hosting the room of financial literacy. I have 3 lawyers that I have assembled together to be giving advice and talking to you about business structure, how to protect your asset, if you're in divorces, if you're in custody battles, criminal cases. So we have put these lawyers together, and you have free access to them to their brains.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be packed. So you have all these rooms. You can go to this room. Every 45 minutes, we're going to be changing different rooms. So it's like a real conference, you know what I mean? So we have a food truck on site where you can, purchase lunch. And like I said, the massage therapist will be there to kind of help you through the day. And after the rotation between 11 and 3, we take a break, maybe for 30 minutes or so, that people can recoup 35, 45 minutes, go back into the auditorium where Magdala Cooper will be bringing the keynote speech. She is currently going to be one of the presidential candidates for Liberia. She's going to be running for president. This woman has dealt with women issues at the United Nations, Geneva, Switzerland. She met with the Obama teams. She is legit on women issues and how we can network and elevate. Now, here's the greatest thing, women. You have a lot of these women and men that are coming and giving these work. Isn't it a great place to kind of network? Bring your business cards, bring your cards, network with these people. That's how you do it. That's how you empower yourself. You don't do it by sitting at home and talking about it. Now, you can register online by going, and we'll talk about that later. I don't want to oversaturate the questions, but if you come in person, if you don't register beforehand, you can register online. Those of you, I'm appealing to you for our online virtual people who want to stream virtually. The conference itself, the smaller groups and the breakout sessions will be streamed virtually. However, it's not going to be free on Facebook. If you register virtually, you have the opportunity to go from all the different rooms, and you're able to watch and participate in the conferences. Either you're in the legal room or you're in the financial literacy room and stuff like that. And then at the end, we're going to live stream the service. So that's the whole 2-day, Friday 6 to 9, Saturday 9 o'clock start registration. We're going to end probably around 6 in the evening. So it's going to be a full day.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is well packaged event.
I'm trying to tell you, it is well packaged. That's one of the reasons why we had to tack on $30 because we have a lot. And I'm underwriting all of the costs for this conference because God said do it. But I
was just about to say that, because when you mentioned free massage, you're talking about all these resources, and I'm like, how is it being paid for?
But let me tell you something. About when God said do something, He always provides, right? So I was like, God, this is gonna be the way you're giving me the vision. This is gonna be pretty heavy. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, all of the speakers that are coming from out of town, when I say, look, I'm gonna book their hotels and this hypnosis, we're gonna come and give this to. We're gonna do this, volunteer and do this from the goodness of our heart. Wow. And so you know, because we're a nonprofit organization, so a lot of the things are being given to us discounted. Even the massage, you know, I have a lady who's going to be bringing her clothes just to showcase. So, I mean, I haven't felt the weight of it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But all the cost has been underwritten, you know, by the ministry. So I thank God for that.
Wow. Ebusia, we're talking to Reverend Dr. Kama Turanka. Let me just switch my tongue. I know you deal with a lot of Ghanaians, so you pick up some of what I'm.
Of course, go ahead, do you.
Ebusia, it's all about Every Chain Must Be Broken conference, 16th and 17th September, right here in Woodbridge, Virginia. The percent ubia make plans to attend. Enyoma bebree na ɛbɛwɔ ase sɛ na ɔkaeɛ no ɛyɛ ɛkwan bi a ɛyɛfa so enyoma ɛha nipa ɛha especially ɛma ɔma hyɛ da ahyehyɛ programs a ɛyɛ titirifoɔ bebree ɛba aseɛ then ɔmbɛboa through their code through biara enyoma bebree ɛwɔ ase wakeka bebree but we just want to make sure say nya da bia na yɛbɛsɔre yɛkɔ yɛnkɔ baabi a ɛde mfasoɔ ɛbɛba ɛno nti na Reverend Dr. Kama Turanka ɔne n'aboafoɔ di wei nyinaa ayɛ na dwumadie no wahyehyɛ nneɛma bebree dwumadie no bɛba so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Freedom High School ɛwɔ Woodbridge ahɛyɛ not too far from your studio so 15201 near Basco Hills Road. Hope I have the name right.
Yeah, you got it.
You just Google Freedom High School. A Saturday, it's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be wonderful. A Friday and Saturday. Friday 6 to 9 p.m. Then Saturday morning 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and the evening session at 5 to 8 p.m. It will be a wonderful event. So make sure you come out. Doc, is there anything that you would like to add to the information that you've shared, especially how somebody is probably asking, how do I become part of this wonderful event?
Yes, how do you become a part of it? Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, men, you're more than welcome. Look, we got brothers, we got uncles, husbands, friends. We need all of you guys to show up and show out. First of all, this is my first, so y'all can't disappoint me. I want to shout out, first of all, to my girl, Latoya Jeffy. This girl has been going hard for this conference. She took on advertising. She hooked this whole thing up with me and you. But she believed in the depth of the conference, the depth of it. And we're not playing. Once I'm preaching on Saturday and I'm giving the word and I'm opening for altar call, the Lord is preparing me mightily because chains will be broken that day.
Amen.
I'm trying to tell you, ladies, if you got anything that is hanging around your neck, if you got anything that is holding you back from writing that book, anything that is holding you back from launching that business, that ministry, anything, any bitterness. I know that divorce was tough. I know he hurt you. I know she hurt you. I know those kids are on your neck. Financially, it is struggling. But I'm trying to tell you, anytime God puts together his people, he is about to break chains. And you don't have to be this, oh, she's so powerful. I'm powerful because God called me. Yes. But I'm trying to tell you, he is going to use me to heal people that night. The way you come into that conference will not be how you're going to leave. You go to kamaministries.com, kamaministries.com, and you can register, follow the events tab, and they'll take you to Eventbrite. You can always contact the radio station. How do I register? They'll contact me as well. Show up. If you can't remember none of it, just show up to Freedom High School on Friday evening around 5 o'clock. You be good. Tell them, look, I don't have no money. We'll let you in. But here it is. On Saturday, if for those people, I'm critically, not concerned, but the people who are out of the country, if you're out of the country, you're living in anywhere in the world, Liberia, Nigeria, Ghana, Switzerland, Australia, UK, wherever you are, you can be, this is a great thing. You can be a part of the conference very, very well. You just go and register KAMAH, KAMAH, Ministries, MINISTRIES, I think I spelled it right, .com. and then you follow the events. You hit I want to register virtually. We will send you a link. The team will send you a link on your email the day or 2 days or so before. And all you need to do is on the day of the conference, which is on the Saturday, or you can also log on to the Friday service. When we go in for Friday service, you can log in. Mainly that link is going to be for the Saturday one, because the Saturday you get all of this buffet of resources. So you can go from room to room while you're sitting on your computer, hearing different experts, hearing questions, engaging. You can type questions as well. So these speakers will be able to answer questions. And that's how you register, especially virtually. So don't think because you're like in the United Kingdom, you can't be a part of it. You can be a part of it. And guess what? If you register with your $25 or whatever for virtual, imagine you can safely say, because of what I did and what I spent, in a year, couple of years from now, when that resource center is built and that woman has left because she's been badly beaten and we're able to provide for her and her children, you can safely say, I also was a part of that. That is it. This is a groundbreaking conference. So listen, if you can't come, you can't do virtual, go register anyway, just to support it. You know what I mean? So yes. I love you anyway. Just register, share, get the links to your friends. Say, I can't come. I have other engagements. See people like, oh, I can't make it. Yes, you can. You can sign up. You can go on the go with your phone and still watch the conference. Or you can simply donate it to a woman that may need it. I can't be there, but sis, here it is. I got you a gift. I got your conference virtually. So please, I'm begging y'all to pull through. Go ahead and register, especially virtually if you're not in the country. And that's how you be a part of it.
Wow. We've been talking to Dr. Kamer. So now I got the pronunciation right.
You got the pronunciation correctly. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
It's all about the every chain must be broken.
That's right.
It promises to be a great event. I'm going, and I know you guys should come.
Honey, yes.
September 16th to the 17th. Friday evening from 6 to 9 p.m. That's the service. Then Saturday, wonderful event planned for you. Make sure you go to www.kamaministries.com. KAMAH ministries.com. You can register, and we will pin the link on this live stream, so you can make sure. And if you live in Woodbridge, Virginia, or any part of Virginia, Maryland, DC, you can even pass through from. You may be listening to us from New York. You've not been in this area. Make sure you use this as an opportunity. Come out, with the family, and just be part of this wonderful event. Just register so that they can have the exact number to for planning purposes. But if you are unable to register, just show up. Freedom High School, right here in Woodbridge, and I think it will be a great event, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. Do you have any last words for your listeners, your loved ones, anybody?
Sure, absolutely. I always got, preachers always got last words.
That's right.
Pastor, you cannot give lawyers and pastors microphones.
Debbie. No,
they will take. I also want to recognize that Bishop Patricia Grace Walker will be there. She has been mobilizing on the conference. Pastor Clarence Roberts will be worshiping with us as well on Saturday. And then a young worshiper, dynamic, his name is Thomas. He will also be there and worshiping on Friday. So you just look, people, y'all just gonna get a whole buffet. We're gonna try to live stream on Saturday, on Facebook. So please, and you can follow me as well. You can find it at Kama Ministries on Facebook, or just Kama Tharanka on my personal page. But we're gonna try to make sure the world knows that we're breaking every chain. Let me say this lastly for all of you guys. Again, I want to personally take this opportunity on behalf of the ministry, Kama Ministries, to invite all of you to this epic conference. Every chain must be broken. When the Lord gave me that title, he meant something. He meant something. We're about to uproot some of those spirits that have held you down. When the Lord strengthened me and strengthened all the speakers that's going to come on board on Friday and Saturday, they're coming and they've been fasting and praying so that the Lord can pour into them. You don't want to miss this. If you're in the DMV area, as previously stated, show up. If you don't have any money, show up anywhere. We will get you registered. We will get you registered. I love you guys. I love the support. We got to empower each other and strengthen each other for the kingdom. This is a great opportunity to meet other important and amazing women and other amazing people who are going through struggles so that we can share. But more importantly, we want to be able to come before the presence of God and lay some of these burdens down. He said his yoke is easy and his burden is light. We want to bring it. So I want to thank you again. Thank you, Miss Jamfi, for inviting me, hooking this up. And thank you so much for allowing me to come on and share this great conference with this great radio. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Reverend Dr. Kema Turanka. And we hope to talk to you again very soon. And
yes.
Good luck on this event.
Thank you. I'll see you soon. Good luck and God bless you all.
God bless you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Patient. You feel my heart with so much peace and joy. You're amazing. You make my life feel brand new. You're amazing. You make my life feel brand new. Jesus, you love me too much, oh. Too much, oh, excess love, oh.
Yeah, we are still live on Sankofa Radio. 16 minutes to the top of the hour, 9 p.m. So we're going all the way to 10 p.m. Then Dr. Samuel Osei and his crew will take over with Aye and Pamun Komode. So reminding you, September 16th to the 17th, every chain must be broken. Every chain must be broken. Happening live inside Freedom High School, 15201 Niebsko, yeah. Niebsko Hills Road, yeah. In Woodbridge, right here in Woodbridge, Virginia. If you need information, more information, you can give this number a ring. 571-316-3469. 571-316-3469. Maybe I see na yatwan komonso and next me wo a wonderful gentleman seated right across from me. Bibisa ne kwanso. Me se ha no wapi, I don't know how the crowd wapi, but e be din komo. Ti wasum we Ayeeko and awasugu so awutie no. Mami hu baby awutie free obetimi the message afa your WhatsApp 571-343-8320. I'll be right back.
And amen. You're not a man, you never lie. Jesus, you love me too much, oh. Too much, oh. Too much, oh. Excess love, oh. Jesus, you love me too much, oh. Too much, oh. Too much, oh. Excess love, oh. Jesus, you love me too much, oh. Too much, oh. Too much, oh. Excess love, oh. Jesus, you love me too much, oh. Too much, oh. Too much, oh. Excess love, oh. Too much, oh. Too much, oh, too much, oh, excess love, oh. Your love for me too much, oh. Too much, oh, excess love, oh. too much. Jesus, you love me, oh, too much. That you gave your life for me. What manner of love is this? What manner of love is this that you gave it all for me, Lord God? Jesus, you love me too much. You love me too much. You love me. Jesus, you love me too much. Too much. Jesus, you love me too much. Who am I that you're mindful of me? Too much. Who am I that you gave it all for me? Jesus, you love me too much. Too much. Too much. Excess love. Jesus, you love me too much. You love me too much. Unconditional love you have for me. Eloi, my Sabbath, say it all.
Mercy Chinwu, SS Love, right here on Sankofa Radio. Let's go right back to the conversation. Na yeni komo yewo abrantie watwaye it was station. Tibema na kwaba. Then we get into some little chit chat. You still live on Sankofa Radio, coming to you straight from our studios right here in Woodbridge, Virginia. So let me go straight. Good evening.
Good evening.
You can move the microphone up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That you say?
You say Boko, right?
Boko.
Yeah. All right. There you go.
Now, everything is cool?
Yeah, everything is okay. Thank you.
So, welcome. This is Sankofa Radio. I think this is my second time meeting you.
Precisely.
Yeah. So, I would say, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know me and we've had a conversation, but I think we are privileged to have you because you have a lot of insight into certain things that affects everybody. It's not even a Ghanaian thing.
Exactly.
And you have
It's a worldly thing.
Exactly. You have a unique skill set that I think will be beneficial to people doing the listening.
I hear you.
I always say one of the most important things that people, when they immigrate here is to, get, not even here, but even back home, is to get their own place they can call their own.
Exactly.
And part, it brings you some inner joy, and you get the chance to, do things your way.
Exactly.
Fix it up. So today, what are you gonna go through with us in terms of what you do? So we can pick up some of the nuggets.
Okay.
So what do you do?
Thank you very much.
A little bit about yourself.
Thank you for having me here. First of all,
you can move it towards him.
Okay. My name is Godwin Doe. I'm into landscaping.
Landscaping. So if you say landscaping, what does it even mean? I've seen it on some cars, but I don't know what does it mean.
Okay, so actually, landscaping is a section of agriculture.
Okay.
Which mainly has to do with horticulture.
Okay.
So it talks about plants that are used for beautification purposes, and also to kind of control erosion, and helping in keeping your environment cooler. So in planting trees that are needed around your environment to purify the air for you, and growing grass so that you don't have dust around your neighborhoods, and also to purify the air. People do not know that grass, to the larger extent, purifies the air. So
Grass.
The
Just
grass is
grass we.
tough grass that you have.
Oh, really?
So if you can attest to it, if you go to an environment where there's a vast land of grassland, you see that the air around that area is soothing. It's more soothing than in areas where you have uh, concrete environment. So when you go to, for instance, a place like New York, and you walk in Manhattan, there's so much concrete that the heat that is there is so much in the summertime. But when you come to a place like Virginia, or you go to a place like Washington, D.C., where you have vast grassland and you walk around that environment, you see that it's more soothing. The air that you breathe there is more refreshing than you breathe in a place like New York City, Manhattan. So grass purifies the air and gives you more oxygen to breathe in. But little do we know. So we think, oh, what's the essence of growing grass? But it's very, very important to have grass as part of your real estate, which will help purify the air for you.
I want you to take me through. So how does it actually purify the ecosystem?
Okay, so basically, this is how it works. You have grass on the ground, and then the sun hits directly on the grass, and the water falls on the grass. The grass grows, and grass takes in carbon dioxide, and it gives out oxygen. And you have a lot of tough grass around your environment, whereas those tough grass are all acting as you having probably one tree that's giving out your oxygen when it's taking in the carbon dioxide. But all these little grass that you see in the ground are doing the exact same thing that this big tree is doing. So just imagine millions of grass roots or grass that is in the ground that is forming the turf doing so much as a big tree is doing. So you can imagine the amount of oxygen that the turf grass is giving out compared to one big tree that is standing. So that's how it works. So grass is should always be part and parcel of our lifestyle. We should never do away with having grass in our environment. It helps control erosion. It helps beautify the environment. Psychologically, it even gives you some peace of mind. It does.
So, Mr. Godwin, what let me put it this way.
All right.
I mean, we've heard about horticulture and all this.
Exactly.
What motivated you to get into this field? Because I normally, let's be frank, I mean, I normally don't see Ghanaians,
Precisely.
in that field.
That's true.
So what motivated you to branch into this area?
Okay. So I came to the States in 2006 in November. And being here for this number of years, my first year, I'm an IT background. I did networking. So I worked back home as an IT professional. I won the lottery to migrate to the States.
Okay.
So when I came, obviously everybody would say, I'm going to get into IT and do IT. But my level of IT did not permit me to do that immediately because I need a security clearance to get into the field. So I started doing other things so as when I become a citizen, I can get into the IT field. And then I worked with a pest control company for 5 years. Within that 5 years, I tend to meet people doing landscaping. And I fell in love with the landscapes around the US. When you go to people's homes, how their lawns are being kept, how you don't see dust everywhere like you usually see back home. And I sat down to realize that the only way that is happening is because this vast amount of grassland everywhere is inculcated in the landscape of the people. It's part and parcel of how they design their homes. They grow grass alongside the building of a structure. And little did we know that it helps control erosion. It helps
Connecting Ghanaians.
beautify the house. It even adds value to your real estate. So 5 years down the line, after I decided to find something to do on my own, when I became a citizen, I decided, no, what's my true calling? I have to find my true calling. It doesn't just have to be IT. What is my true calling? And with me spending time in trying to understand why this horticultural thing, the landscaping thefts are going on in my environment, I realized that that's a calling for me. I should get into it. So I never actually worked with any landscaper. I just prayed to God and asked God to give me a direction in what He wants me to do. And after 3 days of fasting, it dawned on me that why not do landscaping? Because prior to that, I've been helping an elderly man who owns a home to take care of his lawn for free.
Sankofa Radio.
And people admired what I did. They were blown away by the way I pushed stripes in the lawn. When I cut the grass and you walk by, you see the lines flowing in the lawn. Some of them will be looking greenish, some of them will be grayish looking. And I said to myself, I can make this a profession. If I'm putting smile on other people's face, I can make it a profession. And I am happy myself doing it. So why would I want to be doing something that is not satisfying to me? Whereas I can do something that is satisfying to me, and you see the results right there where you put smile on other people's face. So I started landscaping in 2014.
Okay, so how would you describe the journey?
It's been fun.
Okay,
It's been fun.
My name is Mr. Godwin Do and Nutrition Common. Program last week we had Kofi Kinata here, so it was chilling. We were just having fun. Jumedia way is unique because we touch on almost everything.
Exactly.
So I think today is you taking us to the classroom.
Well, I'm just sharing.
You sharing, but for me, I'm learning, and I know. Yeah. So for us, it's a learning thing for me personally. In himself will be TAB or down organ or down, and it's something I think is good for us to learn more about. You just pointed out how it helps, with even the air around you and everything. But I want to come back to you. So 2014, you decided to get into landscaping professionally.
Exactly.
How has the journey been?
Well,
do you sit back and think, I wish?
No. In a heartbeat.
Yeah, you can. Over to me at your mic now, Ben.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
Not even one single day.
No.
Let's be honest. Come on.
I'm being honest with you. The satisfaction I get in going out there to take care of lawns and to do the thing I do, it comes like a second nature to me. It's a gift. Everybody has his personal gift. And with me, I have found mine. I think, I believe strongly that this is a gift that's been given to me by God Himself. He created me for this purpose. I'm not kidding.
God created you to work
become
on lawns.
To become a landscaper.
Hey,
I'm not kidding you. I feel it deep down within
your heart. Okay.
Because the satisfaction that I get in doing what I do is beyond the money. It's beyond the 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 money that comes out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a few workers who get blown away when we go to work and we see a neighbor's lawn that is messed up. And then we finish with our clients, and I tell them, hey, you know what? Let's just take care of that lawn for today as our charity giving. You know, nobody does that.
Yeah.
And
Not
especially in America,
yeah.
where you're being followed day in and day out with paying bills and taking care of business when you don't have the means.
Sankofa Radio.
Yeah. So it's just a calling for me. And I never worked with any landscaping company. And the things that I put out there, they're mind blowing. People stop. When I'm cutting lawns, people stop.
And watch you.
No, they stop and let me finish. And then they come to me, approach me, and talk to me and tell me, hey, we see your heart in what you're doing. Look at how beautiful you've made this place. People have lived in their homes for 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
There are areas in their homes that they have never had grass grown. And I come, and in one season, they get grass to grow in those areas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't learn it anywhere.
It comes naturally.
There you go. But the thing that I say to myself is, my father was an agriculturalist.
Okay.
In the Gold Coast time, he went to Kwadaso, and he was taking care of the cocoa plantations in Ghana during the Gold Coast time, before we had independence. So I think maybe I was born with that gift. But my father told us his story. He said he was a bus conductor in Accra at the age of 18. And then one day he had a dream that he had to go to a Greek college at Kwadaso. And then he went to do agriculture, and he became a Greek officer. So in my household growing up, these are some of the things that I took from my dad. We have trees, fruit trees in our home, and we have grass in Ghana, and in the middle of a city. I live in Accra. I grew up in Accra, and my father will tell you, hey, today we're going to be pruning this tree branches because the canopy of the branches are pretty low. And then I asked my dad, why does he need pruning? He says, so the fruit trees will bear more fruit. And then you say, oh, today you have to water the grass twice, early in the morning and in the evening. But I tell him, but once a day is okay. He said, no, the temperature and the time of the year needs that. Otherwise, the grass will burn out. And all those things, I thought I was just doing them for like house chores.
Yeah.
But little did I know that I was going to do all this IT profession thing and then leave it aside and fall in love with taking care of landscape.
So now tell me about Good Shepherd Lawn Management. So what exactly do you guys do?
Okay.
Because the name, it looks like you carefully chose management.
Yeah.
Normally you see whatever landscaping, whatever,
Yeah. So I'll touch on even the name Good Shepherd.
Good Shepherd. Okay.
So Good Shepherd, we all know as Christians, is Christ the Good Shepherd. So before I chose the name for my business, I did a tridium. A tridium. I'm a Catholic, so I did a tridium. A tridium is a 3-day fasting and prayer, and I asked God to give me a name for my company. And after the 3rd day of my tridium, it just struck me. It just came. It's a Good Shepherd, and then I added the lawn management to it. So Christ the Good Shepherd. If you look at my business logo, you see a hand of
Yeah,
Christ
I see.
holding
Yeah,
a green house.
So yeah.
So that's Christ, the good shepherd, coming to your house. So I don't only come to take care of your lawn, but I bring the love of Christ to your house as well. So I treat your lawn like it's mine.
Mm-hmm.
I take care of your landscape like it's mine, because I believe that whatever you put out there comes back to you. And Christ says we should take care of each other.
So,
In as much as I'm going to get paid for doing what I do it to the utmost best, so that the customer will be a word of mouth to other people, referral to others, telling them, hey, this gentleman is trustworthy. If he says he's going to do this, he's surely going to do. I don't cut corners in my business.
wow, that's wonderful. So what do you guys actually do?
So generally we take care of lawns, management, full management. So when we talk of management, from the seeding all the way to the treatment, to the manicuring, to renovations, making sure that you have what it takes to make your lawn look perfect. We do all that. And on top of that, we also do hardscapes. Hardscapes, building patios, walkways with bricks and stuff like that.
Oh wow,
retaining walls. Yeah.
Oh
we
wow.
do that.
I didn't get that part.
Yeah,
so,
I do that too, but that is not
your
the
specialty.
main,
yeah.
But I do that as well.
Okay, so what how do you work? I'm just trying to get into the philosophy of your philosophy, like in terms of just working with different groups, Ghanaians. Like how do you what do you take to your job?
Okay,
if I call you today, hey, I have my grass is dead, or I need a new landscape job. What should I expect when I give you a call?
All right. So you should be expecting me visiting your home and then having a thorough discussion with you, your reason for calling me. So someone might call me and say, oh, I need my lawn cut. And then you go and you realize, and then the first thing they will ask is, how much do you charge to cut a lawn? But it doesn't work that way. It depends on the topology of the land and depends on the size of your property. So when I come in, ideally, I don't want to overcharge you and I don't want to undercharge you, so that I don't make any means by what I do. So ideally, I'll come visit your property and you and I walk through the property, and then we'll have a discussion. Based on the discussion, then we come up with a plan. So we come up with pricing and the number of visits that you should be having within a period of time to get your lawn taken care of.
Mr. Godwin Doe, on a good shepherd lawn management. Say, dodo na ebi wo fie, ebi wo properties near the, and it's something that sometimes we don't really pay attention to, but a boy yipa and no church lawn mowing, lawn treatment, aeration and seeding, tree and shrub trimming, leaf removal, landscaping, beautification, mosquito, tick and flea services, and also patios and other things. But the other woman say, oh, you Ghana ni mapana. The professionalism or dibe juma hono. Em say my first time encountering him, it took me back akra. Because normally, like you said, normally there was something I called this Ghanaian to, come do some work for me. It wasn't like he wasn't gonna charge me, but obe short time, my, the same Ghanaian attitude. You make yourself available when it's set time. My bare 2 hours. Oh, me thought traffic move. It's
in
like
America.
Yeah, then I'm like, okay, so this, but I mean, I think you bring a certain level of professionalism, and I can tell from afar. Say you are really into this thing. Ebusua bi ana wo ejuma bi adebe mano. Say na make no why adwuma bebre a ɛho A1 or be turning around wo grass aye bisi basa and a nyoma bi a de be man bi o ye ne pepe te say broni pepe o broni akoma no san wa akoma pa. Good Shepherd Lawn Management. Just try na hwe na minim say weni beji ye pa. Mr. Godwin, so for the listener listening out there, maybe they've tried several ways to improve their lawn. It didn't work. So like us talking about this, it's like coming through here and getting
it goes
out
out through the other.
You know, because what would you say to that person?
Okay, so the secret is timing. When it comes to landscaping, it's timing. Especially this part of the world, we have the weather conditions, we have the seasons, so there's time for everything. If you do them at the wrong time, then you're on the verge of failing. But if you do them at the right time, you meet the right timing, you'll be on the road for success. That's how landscaping is. So there's time for doing aeration and seeding. There's time for doing treatment. There's time for cutting the lawn. Some people leave their grass to overgrow. It doesn't become a lawn anymore. It becomes a haystack. You don't want that. And when it happens that way, and also the way some people cut their lawns, this part of our zone, your lawns are supposed to, the kind of grass we have here, your lawns are supposed to be cut at a certain height. If you don't know all those things, you're going to destroy your lawn. So timing and the right level of maintaining the lawn, that will keep your lawn doing well. So in September to middle of October here in the Eastern Zone, we grow tall fescue grass, and this will be the right time for you to renovate your lawn, so that next year in the summer or come spring, you have a good looking lawn to be proud of. And Americans who grew up here, or the white folks, actually know that. So they spend a lot of money doing that to get their lawns to look good, and it adds value to their real estate. For instance, if you have a beautiful looking turf and you want to sell your house, it's very, very easy to have someone come to your property and fall in love with your landscape and say, I want to get this house. But if the inside of a house is looking beautiful and the outdoors puts me off, I wouldn't even venture to go in, because that's the first impression I get of the house. That, look, the lawn is started. Why would the inside be okay? If the inside even looks good to the person will say that there'll be hidden subjects somewhere in the house that's been covered just to sell the house. But if you see a well manicured landscape, you see that, oh, this person actually took very good care of this property, and you would love to own that. And besides that, it adds value to your property as well.
Wow. So if somebody want to get in contact with you to do some work, get some additional information about what you've shared, how do they reach you?
Okay, you can reach me via email, the Good Shepherd va@gmail.com, or you can text me on my cell phone number 571-278-1141.
571
278-1141.
571-278-1141.
You can always test me.
So where do you like, I guess your
my jurisdiction.
Yeah, where you
Okay,
work.
so I live in Triangle. So I go all the way south to, let's say, the early sections of Fredericksburg. And then on the northern section, I go all the way to Alexandria. And then I go to the west, I go to Manassas. So if you live in those areas, I'll be more than happy to come take care of you. But if you have any questions that you need education on, don't hesitate to send me a text or give me a call. I can always talk to you free of charge. I'm not charging you to help you get your
Consultation.
loan. Free consultation
Wow.
just to help you get your. It saddens me when I see people's laws looking terrible. I always talk to my workers. Look at that law. It's
How many
uncalled
workers
for.
you got?
I have 4 workers.
4. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I say to them, that lawn is uncalled for. It doesn't depict the house. The house is so beautiful and their lawn is looking tacky. No, they need help. Yeah. I'm more than happy to talk to anybody who needs it. More so, our Ghanaian brothers and sisters who own homes in this country. Most of them do not think that they have to spend that hard-earned money in on their lawns.
Sankapa Radio.
All they think about is the inside. They don't think about the outside.
okay.
But the outside plays a major role in their real estate. So we have to focus on that as well.
Mr. Godwin Do, thanks so much. Ebusia, share number way too. So dia san or China friend who Virginia. So we would break Dumfries, Stafford, Fredericksburg, baby, oh they all baby our friend. Maryland Krobeko. 571 278 1141. 571 278 1141. A Good Shepherd Lawn Management. Then somewhere you manage
I have a few of my works on Facebook.
Facebook, okay.
So you can just Google Good Shepherd Law Management, and then you can see some of my works that I've posted out there. I hardly do that because I'm always busy.
Yeah.
So, but I have a few of them that will blow your mind. That will give attestation to the things that I'm talking about.
Mr. Doe, thank you so much for passing through. I think you've shared some good information with us, and I know people will would like to engage you on your work.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this is not the last time we see you. From time to time, whenever you are free, come in. Come in. We have a little conversation about some of these things.
Yeah. I also have one thing I want to say. Okay. My ultimate goal in this journey is to transform the landscape of our country, Ghana. That is my ultimate goal.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm working on that gradually, but it takes a lot of time to get that happen. Like this beginning of the year, I went home to register a company back home.
That's good.
And I'm taking the steps gradually to get there. But that's my ultimate goal. It's going to stop the flooding problems that we're having.
Exactly.
It's going to stop our gutters that are being choked. We're going to stop people struggling in the hot sun because they're cutting trees down. When I was growing up, there are places in Accra where we had avenues. When you drive through the streets, there were trees on opposite sides of the road. And today we don't have that anymore.
Exactly.
I want to introduce that back.
One listener just sent a mail. She wants to know if you're still into the IT as well.
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. I fell in love with it. I put the IT behind.
So you're doing this full time?
Yeah. I started an IT company. I needed a lot of time, so I just decided with the landscaping that this makes me happy and I put smile on people's face. So I forgot about
it. Wonderful. Ebushia name is Mr. Godwin Do and a Chichim Komono. Good Shepherd Lawn Management. Tre number way to Adiasa or Chano Pafreno. And I send in a message 571-278-1141. 571-278-1141. Say upo biema natural grass with your new grass amount. Why ye beautiful landscape amount. Bibia wo trees, leaf remover, Bibia 571-278-1141. 571-278-1141. Thank you so much, and we will talk soon.
Thank you for having me.
Yo, Bidasi Ebushia, last leg, Yamibua 24th of September. We are the last summer party of the year.
DJ Ross.
I'm waiting for someone who could turn my life around. Someone who could make me feel the way I used to feel, but she never does. I'm searching, but there's no one that I could to talk about. And all the love that's in the world don't amount to much. It's what I really do. It's just one true love. And I'll give anything and everything to fall in love. Just this one time, I'd like to find what I've been dreaming of. Well, I could find someone to hold me, but that wouldn't be enough. I'll give anything to fall in love. I'd rather not be sleeping by myself.
DJ Ross.
Staring at the wall, I question it all. Will she ever come? Will she ever come? Will she ever come? I'll give anything and everything to fall in love. Just this one time, I'd like to find what I've been dreaming of. Well, I could find someone to hold me, but that wouldn't be enough. I'll give anything.
Santa Fe region. Santa Fe region.
Hey, hey.
Go for radio.
I went out to a disco last Saturday night, cause I was feeling kinda lonely. The music was swinging and the feeling was so right, and everybody seemed so happy.
Sankofa Radio.
Staggering on asphalt, this little beautiful daughter, the way she moved got me crazy.
Connecting Ghanaians everywhere. Sankofa Radio.
Whatever little days with you. She said to me,
If you really wanna, you've got to play by the rules. 'Cause I love it nice and slow. If you wanna ride with me, I love it nice and slow.
you were in the right place, baby. Come on.
I like it nice and slow. If you wanna dance with me, come do it nice and slow.
Sankofa Radio. Santa Fe region.
My sweetest one, I sing this song for you. You
Okay. Mosemope, yedi asa abremo. 4 years ago, yetiha. Ena Obepi studio, sir. 2018. I can't believe it's been 4 years already. Now, show Nico year to the point, said, and Crawford say, nah, we still want Kodwentry back in Washington, D.C. Into Mosemo Pedia, almost so diaba. Yamebua, 24th September. 24th September. Kodwentry live in concert. Kojo Entry live in concert. Now, the idea will say, see a ticket is on sale. You only have 1 day. Yame bo china ba. The one talk na so china ba. Minim how much it's gonna cost. As a see idea, we call VIPsocial.com. VIPsocial.com. We call host a they are selling it for $50. Which me Kodwentry live in concert. Washington DC. Basso Karma DC. $50. When sabet me a ticket. We're once in a lifetime. Kodwentry live in concert. Brought to you by Rhythm Nation. 24th September. Karma. Address 1222 Adams Place, Northeast, Washington, D.C. We also a marathon of evergreen love song plus surprise opening acts. 8 o'clock, no more be a dozen. At Tiomusa till 4 a.m. The car last time I could enter by 2018. Or Bonyumusa, my Yabapami Efio. 4 o'clock na or the Sujin and Naso. 24th September, where the last chilling near Rawuni. Kodwentry live in concert. $50. Koju ticket. VIPsocial.com. VIPsocial.com. Open information at friend number we 304-596-4256. 304-596-4256. DJ Paul. Kodwentry samba biu.
Enya agro crowd. I mean, they are my ready no. Boss Rankasa.
O share be kwose.
Charlie. Ebe butu. Charlie obi ankwaje the ticket to a tiefo. Esremo obi ankwaje the ticket.
Now, as a matter of fact, Saturday is in North Carolina. There's an event going on. Wire charged. I think it's gonna be a great event. People are talking about it. Yamibu Ochina, there's something going on at Richmond too, right?
Oh yes, Ochina Nyame Adomwa na se Christ and Bar. Ochina ye nature Richmond ye Afro Fest ye Jumede bia ye Africa cool bia Africa ye country bia ewo Africa continent and ye kan ho abom ya gi ni. There will be vendors, there will be music, there will be performances, there will be food, and it's just going to be a great time for every African that can come through and have a good time.
Where is the location?
It's going to be Dogwood. I think it's in Richmond. Dogwood.
Sankofa Radio.
It's going to be in Dogwood. I think Dogwood.
Dogwood. Is it a theater or a park or what?
I think it's a park. I think it's a
okay.
park. I think it's a park. Yeah.
I think we went together last year, right?
Yes, last year was nice. This year too.
Are you playing music?
Yes, DJ Paul is going to represent last year.
What's it, baby?
I want to say also, DJ Paul will be in the building. Like, come on, let's have fun. Chabon Brownie and G because
what time?
I started 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Yeah,
Okay.
2 o'clock.
Okay. So we're Afro Fest RVA, which is Richmond, Virginia, 2 to 7. Dogwood Park. Richmond. Just search it. It's going to be a wonderful event. Ebushia, the IAD didn't come up. I feel like just doing Kodwentry for the last 30 minutes. Then we call it the Yanko. Hey, and a big deal. And happy anniversary going out to Sam and Latoya Jenfi. Today happens to be your anniversary. We wish you more fruitful and more loving years ahead of you. Sam, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sam and Latoya, happy anniversary to you guys. Sam and Latoya Jenfi. Thanks so much for doing the listening.
I want you to know that you are a star, my shining star. You are my star, my shining star. Come on, give it. Oh, your love, my love. I praise you, oh my love.
Sankofa Radio.
The goodness here, the goodness here.
Connecting audience everywhere. Sankofa Radio.
To make up out of the bottom, so let it go cut off gentlemen.
Sankofa Radio.
She'll stop a moon, swear. Nami bana uje jamio, shell full of moon jaya. Nami bana uje atitumio. My love, told the goodness word. My love, told the goodness word. Pour some sugar on me, pour some sugar. Pour some sweetness on me, pour some sugar. Groove it.
Sankofa Radio.
I can't tell it's a sad. Meaning you're drowning you. Middle yes, yeah, oh, Nana, me, I shall miss. Why miss so immediate, mamma? Oh, baby, now, Brazil in the making the swam, sorry. Ooh, groove, I don't want no misery. The cunia, ooh, groove.
Sankofa Radio.
Sankofa Radio.
Jamming way, I think me or someone happy. Don't be bad opinion. Oh, don't be bad opinion. So, viva mami, viva mami, viva mami, ya no viva mami, aseguro mami, mani mi ankechiwo,
Sankofa Radio.
oh yeah,
Sankofa Radio.
I am Russell.
Sankofa Radio.
Man was so shake a cry, me deep in me odo. Odo you my aminayo. Oh yeah, me dish ya me ni one groti. Media hini ma de bekoshiano. Odo you ni nature bosia. Odo my aminayo. I no so in February. Odo be my way. Unim say they are crunching from they are crunching from him. Oh, my chief way. Robe kuma come here. Na kuma kasa. Etiel wa kuma. Mother, for a word they come on. Oh, Maya.
Sankofa Radio.
All those sound you make punch you. That's wrong for me, see here. No, Mary, you're so mommy watching me, no, dear. I'll tell you, baby, take your photo. Kwani joti amefata nipendi abepe mi nihiadi abeyami ngedi abeti mi mwagro Enflamingo Makanesa Into Mr. Heartbreaks and lies I love Enflamingo I can make it fly Enflamingo Asumsonti na yekuno Chamani ya pauso Neke Ujina sojaria no pacha wo Ujensuwi ya osio tenchele tiko Contamponi anada Yeah Wakumeti cry and funny Kwani doti amefata Nipendi ya bepe mi Mitodi ya beto mi Ngedi ya beti mi mwagro Enflamingo Makanesa Into Mr. Heartbreaks and lies But I'm Enflamingo I can make it slide Enflamingo
Sankofa Radio.
song. For real. No, I am wrong. I know the anymore. I reach free away, free only one. I'm afraid of God. I think I'm meaning I don't go on. Yeah, that's now I see yourself. What me gonna do? What me gonna do? What me gonna do? Hey, I want me to all the console. What me gonna do? What me gonna do? What me gonna do? All the console. What me gonna do? Hey, hey.
Sankofa Radio.
The hour and I'm into me for a while, bro. Rama mini jim was so down to my cry and one I mean you prefer. Oh, do you want me to catch you? Wait till up here, oh, my God, catch you. Said the ground was up back coming anyway. Now don't succumb to me, oh, bro. All day, and I need one no. Want me take grandma home. All day, and I need one no. Want me take grandma away. Send me no bad walk on over. Well, hey.
Sankofa Radio.
Need a fupa
Sankofa Radio.
Need a fupa unimebe. Need a fupa unimebe. My sorry and no bad. Me who Fabio. Oto afumano. Nina. Say my baby. Oh, sorry, Romeo. Mama was here with you. Auto, you will come out to dream. Auto, you will come out to dream. Auto, you will come out to dream. Son of fear. Oh, brand was you. Oh, penny was so. Say now you the bank so. To run it. Oh, baby, no, baby, the bones are running to the sweat. I want to you. Need a fool by one level.
Sankofa Radio.
To try sana nimse senechia samaye bonivia catch me me poncho mama flowers mensu osiompe samaye bonivia